unfailed the sails right now, and we're about to get an absolute massive ram right here, and boom! Look at the soldier, like, actually stuck on the horse's head right there. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Mountain Blade to Bannerlord. We are diving in with the gameplay showcase number 2 for War Sails, and as War Sails is only 6 days away from the release of this video, we are getting stuck in with some Kuzites v Nord gameplay. This is the first time we're going to be seeing the Nords actually in-game, which I'm very excited for, and I'm also really intrigued to see how the Kuzite ships stand up against them. What advantages are they going to have? What negatives are they going to have? Because obviously the Kuzites themselves are very much a land-faring faction, so how is their navy going to compare to a faction that is heavily focused around that, naval combat? So again, very, very exciting. We're also in a nighttime river battle as well, so the actual battle map itself is quite small compared to the open seas, and you get to see all the awesome fire arrows going flying, and there's some really cool ballistas in this. On top of that, I can now tell you guys that I'll be starting my brand new Nord Let's Play on Friday, the 21st, so in 2 days from when this video is being uploaded at 6 p.m. GMT. You'll be able to catch the first episode, so if you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss it. It's going to be a really, really awesome look at the DLC itself, and hopefully kickstart a brand new, very, very epic Let's Play, which I'm excited to play. I am undecided, however, on if I should use fast mode for that campaign, so be sure to let me know down below in the comments if you would rather see a more generic campaign, or if you'd like to see me kind of just get really stuck in with everything very quickly with the fast mode, and maybe even kind of go through multiple generations as we burn and we pillage the lands of Calradia. I am also going to be doing my subathon on Saturday this week, so once again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're going to be live streaming for hopefully many, many hours on the channel, playing War Sails and doing a whole wealth of pretty horrific challenges. I've got a lot of hot sauce bottles. I've got some crazy, crazy stuff planned. So again, make sure you tune in Saturday for that, but I will also be uploading my Let's Play daily, so don't worry about that. But yeah, let's dive into the gameplay. Sorry, a little bit of a long intro, but there's a lot of information I wanted to get out to you guys before we do take a look at this. We can also see right away in the gameplay all the different types of ships the Kuzites do have. I think they basically don't have any large ships in this battle. Taking a look at things, it seems like they've mainly, I mean, maybe these big ships are. Yeah, maybe this is like because like heavy ship. Again, I'm not 100% sure. It looks like they at least have mediums and lights, or maybe they have lights, mediums, and heavies in here. So this could quite easily be because like heavy. Again, we're not sure at the moment, so we're gonna have to wait to see exactly. But I think that this does look like quite a large ship. Yeah, this has to be because like heavy ship, right? It has to be. But yeah, as you can see, we're currently going against the wind, which is cool to see. So we're basically maneuvering through our oars right now. There's no unfurling the sails or anything because we're going against the wind. And I imagine that's what you're going to mainly be doing in these kind of tight-knit areas. Obviously, the Nords are picking up a lot of speed, probably coming towards us. They'll be going into the wind very, very nicely. And we can get a glimpse of the kind of local terrain. We also are equipped with these fire pots on our ship. And you can see it's about to absolutely get a direct hit. I wonder how many takes this took, and absolutely nail the Nordic sails right there. So again, strategic wise, it might have been a pretty good idea to actually maybe not have your sails down and just kind of focus in on your oar power, because you don't really need that much speed. But yeah, these ballistas are doing some serious work and burning these ships alight. It actually sinks this light Nord ship right here, and you can see everybody jumping off. You can also see a javelin absolutely nail a guy. Did you see that? That guy got absolutely ruined there by a javelin as he tried to abandon ship. As soldiers abandon ship, they will try and swim towards the nearest friendly ship as well. So again, you can restock and your men just don't immediately die. And you can actually see them in the water making their way in, but they're getting shot to pieces right now by the archers on the Kuzite ships. The Nords are doing what the Nords do best, and they have engaged and boarded a lot of the enemy ships. And you can see the Kuzites are taking a lot of damage right there as they try to. The kill count is not in their favor, and yeah, they are basically losing a lot of these engagements of the Nords just kind of terrorize and basically do what they do best right here. We have now unfailed the sails right now, and we're about to get an absolute massive ram right here, and boom! Look at the soldier like actually stuck on the horse's head right there. Absolutely insane. I mean, honestly, it's going to be so much fun ramming. I think that's going to be my new favorite pastime, is just ramming ships, because what more can a man want? It just looks so much fun. right there as we continue to make our way in. And as I said, you get a nice little glimpse of the overall battles. It seems like, as we said, the Nords are very much looking to try and like kind of bog down the enemy ships and board them and just kill them. Keep in mind, all the Nord units are actually made up of Marines, so they perform really well at sea compared to other factions who only have one troop line that are Marines, and obviously the majority of the units in a battle like this won't be Marines, so they'll suffer at this. Again, the ballistas are just doing so much damage, and again, they could be balanced. It depends how much they cost for an upgrade, because you're going to have to get this upgrade and stick it on your ship and pay for that and everything else along those lines. And here we go, we are now boarding one of the Nordic units, so we'll get a nice little glimpse. However, we do heavily outnumber them. I think there's only 14 of them left on this ship, so they're going to go down pretty quickly as the rope bridge does get attached and we jump over. A lot of these Nord units as well do have a lot of two-handed weapons as well, and I don't know how well that's going to perform in these close quarter battles as well. I think you're going to be better off with like sword and shield really, compared to these big two-handed axes. However, he does take a hit, 2 hits right there, and take some serious damage. I think he is also playing on easy difficulty as well, so you can kind of see that unfold. But yeah, able to overrun this ship pretty nicely right now, and now the order has been given to get back across and get back on your ship and re-maneuver. The Nords are winning the battle though, as of right now, so even after them initial hits on them light ships getting taken down, they were able to do some serious damage, and then look how awesome that all looks, man. So a few bits of arrow fire coming in now as well, as the last couple soldiers do come in, and you can see soldiers fighting off in the distance. The actual the sails as well on fire in the top right look incredible right there as they just float as more arrows do get shot off. I imagine, as I said, because I feel like are going to be a heavy faction that do focus a lot around basically focus a lot around missile combat and skirmishing, and yeah, just this heavy engagement is just not going to be looking too well for them. But again, this is what the river battles are going to really indicate, because you don't have the maneuverability. On the open sea, you can kite, you can make your way around, and if you're fast enough, you can do a lot of damage to that. We're going to be boarding again another ship. Does seem like this one is a bit more weakened right here, and able just to go in. I think he's still going solo right now, not giving the order to charge in or anything with his men. So they're just watching this legendary Kazai warrior fight. Boy, is he gonna? Oh, did he jump? No, he did go across, or did he not? I didn't see if he put down a rope bridge or not. But again, really impressive, and now more men are now starting to come across as well. I think it took a little bit. It was a bit preemptive, but able to get stuck in on the easier difficulties. You can also see as well that a chain has now formed of ships. This ship is attached to another ship, which is attached to another ship, and our ship is attached to that chain. So soldiers are going to be able to maneuver around and pass a whole wealth of these ships, and what they call it like a ship fortress or whatever, or a ship island chain. So again, we're going to be able to jump over to the next ship you can see, and then the next one. So you can create this really kind of network of ships if you want to, and I think the Nords are going to be really very much looking forward to utilizing that. From this gameplay, it seems like the Kazites have kind of like the capability to do a bit of everything. They've got the similar sails to the Empire, but yeah, it seems like they're going to really focus in on that missile and the artillery focus, at least from what we've seen. I imagine everyone's going to be able to get artillery, of course, but the Kazite one seems really crazy as we throw off some more breaching mechanics and more of the Nords come flying past here on the longships, which look very, very cool. Yeah, the Nords are coming in, and we are kind of down to the nitty-gritty. I think this is our last ship left, maybe. Yeah, that boarding was absolutely brutal as we try and maneuver our way out of here, but yeah, we're getting boarded now by the AI, which is great to see. Again, the AI actively hunting you down and boarding you, and you're struggling to do anything. And yeah, they're about to come in. The last order has been given to kind of hold this line, but you're getting hammered by arrow fire, and I think the Nords are going to win this. I guess it makes sense, right? They can't really show the Nords losing, but yeah, I think obviously the Nords are going to be absolutely brutal as well as they get hooked down. Since we can't use our oars, we're unfurling them, and we're trying to escape and getting out of here. Yes, they actually haven't been able to hook up. They've hooked us, and they are pulling us, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to actually kind of get the bridges across. And yeah, the artillery is able to do some serious damage as well. So you can see that you can switch between the artillery and everything else quite quickly, but you are also vulnerable to the missiles, and they are able to, get up here? They got a couple soldiers up here. I'm not sure if they're able to get the bridge up or not as we come down and slam him down. Are we jumping across in one epic glory. Oh yeah, they have got the bridges up now as well, so they're going to be able to make their way in as we make our last stand, able to kill them. So yeah, I mean, again, the Nords showing their prowess is very, very good. We've seen that they are very strong when it comes to the melee, and it doesn't look like the Nords have like the craziest army either. A lot of their units were pretty low tier for the most part, at least the ones we saw. Maybe the other ones and the higher tier ones were able to get stuck in and really do some serious damage. But yeah, we are going to be going down right now. But again, a nice little glimpse of just the differences between the open sea battles we saw with the Empire. As we're going to go off. Oh, no, we're not going to get quite tipped off quite yet. But yeah, there you go. The battle has been lost now, and we can see the sizes. So yeah, I mean, to be fair as well, the Nords did outnumber us pretty heavily in that battle. I'm not sure if our ships were better or whatever, but the artillery doing some insane damage. And yeah, I love the fact that all these ships are connected as well. It is very, very cool. Again, there's the gameplay playing the distance. So I want to take a look at this. So yeah, if we take a look at the ships, yeah, I'm not sure what ones of these are heavy. There's no like icons that show heavy ships right now, and like these can all hold what, like 60-ish men. See, I'm not sure if like these ships here are mediums right there, and then these are obviously lights because they can hold 30 men. These might also still be lights because it's only 40 men plus 4. Obviously, that's a perk or something, I guess, that's giving him the +4. Whereas, yeah, these are 66. Which doesn't really feel like a lot of soldiers. This one's a 72 man plus 6 is 78 soldiers. Doesn't really feel like a super heavy ship, right? But again, we don't know if the Kazakh can even have heavy ships. We just know the Nords can't. So the other factions could also struggle with that. So yeah, overall, I think they're bringing a medium ships to this fight. But again, these could be heavies, and that could just be the downside of the Kazakhs is that they can't bring as many men on ships because they've got their horses down below, which are taking up cargo capacity and also troop capacity. As well, the player is choosing some ships to be archer only and some being infantry only, or at least for preference. So if you have them, you'll give it over to them. These initial shots as well were absolutely brutal looking back on it. Like that one shot just absolutely demolished the lighter ship. But again, maybe you're just like shouldn't really have your ships unfurled like that. I mean, to be fair, that was a legendary shot. Like that was a direct hit, and a few more coming in as well was just absolutely brutal right there with the ballistas. But again, we just don't know how much this stuff costs, and like if it's going to be really hard to outfit all your ships with that. And because it's kind of close quarters as well, the Nords are immediately able just to slam into a lot of the other ships as well, which looked really brutal. I think overall, though, this has to be my favorite part of the new gameplay trailer right here. The actual slamming in is absolutely brutal right there. And yeah, boom, just insane. Very, very cool indeed, and just so much damage. The rest of the video, we pretty much just get a glimpse of like the Nord prowess actually in melee. As the player ship, we don't really get stuck in, but yeah, I think the Nords seemingly have a lot of soldiers there as we get the ability to board right there and start cutting down some people right there. So yeah, I wonder why the rest of the soldiers didn't. Maybe they just need to get the ship in position before they can. But yeah, it seems like the Nords were able to do a lot of damage. And yeah, actually, that's a really big point because all the Nord units are Marines, so they don't suffer any negatives at sea. I wonder how that's going to affect archers, right? Like it must make the Nordic archers at sea good because they're not going to be taking a stat debuff, so it's going to make them really, really good. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to wrap up today's video. We got a real good glimpse of the Nords. They look so much fun. Cannot wait. These naval battles look awesome, and it does seem like there is going to be a lot of stuff you can do with them as well. And again, I think upgrading your ships and stuff are going to be huge. Kind of tailoring them to how you want to play is going to be massive. So again, very exciting. Some really, really cool stuff right there. Again, if you guys are excited for War Sales, make sure you subscribe to the channel. As I said, we're going to be releasing our first episode of our Let's Play on Friday at 6 p.m. GMT. So be sure to tune in for that. And then we have our subathon stream on the Saturday on YouTube. So make sure, again, you subscribe to the channel. That's going to be starting at 12 p.m. GMT. So again, make sure you tune in for all of that awesome stuff. It's going to be an absolute blast. Of course, as well, I will leave a link as well to my Games Planet link. There is no pre-orders, but if you are looking to pick up the game and you're watching this after the game is released, or you just want to kind of keep it in your memory and save the link, you can also use my referral link as well down below for Games Planet. I'd really appreciate it. You get a discount on the game, and it's a great way of supporting the channel, so I very much do appreciate it. But once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm super hyped for War Sales, and I'll see you guys in Valhalla.